been able to hear the GT350 at cold start. Waking up the neighbors, not an expression with this car. It's crazy because we have so many loud cars, but the V8 is so much louder at cold start. So the plan is today, I'm gonna have Nicole take the GT350 for a spin, but my neighbor's outside. He's got a newer Corvette and he loves American muscle cars, so I'm gonna see if he wants to hop in and take it for a spin, because he was, you know, talking a little crap like his Corvette's a better car or something. How long did you say you rode your Corvette for? 2 years?
I bought it December 2015, so coming up on 2 years.
It's exciting. You gonna throw it an anniversary party?
Well, I guess.
Put your foot on the clutch.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess you do have to do that, don't you?
Yeah. Reverse, there's kind of like a little lever here, and then you just up and over, so you're in reverse now.
Okay.
Clutch is super easy. You do got a truck coming.
Clutches are real quick.
Yeah, I find that usually V8 cars are really easy to drive. It's the little four cylinders that can be tricky sometimes. Like that, my friend Subaru in the driveway, that thing is real tricky to drive. You haven't driven stick in a while, you're killing it. In a good way. Brakes are touchy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You got some wheel spin in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
The nice thing is it gives you a little bit more confidence when you have such a heavy car that actually has decent brakes.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've like really grown to love on it, because even this compared to my BMW is very difficult to stop.
There's not many cars that stop quicker than that Corvette can.
Yeah? We'll have to, instead of having a race, we can have a stopping contest.
Yeah.
So you can stop faster.
Yeah, get this car on a curvy road.
I know.
It's wanting to pull to the right.
Yeah, so I guess that whole thing with it, like kind of pulling all over the place, I thought the alignment was bad at first. But I was talking to some people about it, and I guess because it has such wide tires in the front, they're like 295s or something. So every single bump on the road, every single like kind of curvature or whatever, it just pulls.
Yeah, it might be a little low on there too.
Maybe.
Do you have an indicator on all your tires? I guess
Probably.
That's pulling to the left.
Yeah, I don't think it's the alignment or a low tire. I think it's the road, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of tire contact, so it's going to be influenced by small stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's an even bigger problem with the R, which is like kind of like a more track-oriented version of this car. It has even wider tires in the front, so it just pulls you all over the place. For it to feel fast.
Yeah, let me tell you what I've been advocating for a few years now, and mostly work. Florida needs an Autobahn from like Daytona through Orlando to Tampa.
That'd be awesome.
And say you could only get on there if you had a car like this. And you know, like we've got E-Pass and stuff, those transponders. You'd buy a transponder for it'd be like a permanent one on your vehicle, or somebody can take it off, put it on their Volkswagen.
Yeah.
And be for the Autobahn, Florida Autobahn.
Just I feel like it wouldn't fly here just because of safety. Most people can barely drive on I-4 going 70, let alone 100 plus. Yeah. I love this area right here because the sound kind of echoes off these walls.
Yeah.
Do you do the same thing?
No, I haven't. I'll have to remember that.
This is just my noise-making alley.
I'll tell you a good place to make that noise too, in tunnels.
Oh yeah.
Like on the Blue Ridge Parkway up through in North Carolina and Virginia, they've got a lot of tunnels.
Or even underpasses. Underpasses are fun.
Yeah.
I love the rear end on these. Here, while you let it warm up, I'm gonna go get my phone and check on Nicole.
Okay.
I thought it shakes a little bit when it starts. They look so good together.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Get that rear end.
Don't tell me how to open the door handle. I gotta figure it out myself.
Okay.
Ah, I got it.
Yeah. Little pressure switch there.
Well, I can already tell the difference in the quality of the interior. It smells so nice.
The other day when I saw the Eagle, I did not have my camera rolling here.
Oh, you have a dash cam?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Where is it? Is it hidden?
Yeah. Well, it's right here in front.
Does it come like from with the car?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Okay. Well,
That's awesome. So did I make the wrong decision? Should I have gotten a Corvette? It's just such a bummer that we don't have any corners that we can go to. Hey, you want to come to the track with me on Wednesday?
No.
Come on. Are we in the loud exhaust mode?
No. Let me. Went to
track.
Just no. Wait a minute. Let me go back.
Yeah, let's
keep it in sport.
Okay. It feels a little bit better, like steering wise now. Originally, I actually wanted a Ford GT. That was gonna be my next big car that I was saving up for. But I was hoping they were gonna be kind of like in the mid hundreds.
They're like
400.
Yeah.
Just way too much.
But if I ran across an old one.
Oh, the old ones are even cooler.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind though.
I don't think anybody would mind. Oh yeah, I felt the wheel spin a little bit there.
Yeah.
So we'll just hop on for one exit. All right, let's go. Wow, it's so smooth. That's fun.
I love the way it shifts.
Yeah, it's very like.
The way it sounds when it shifts.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I watched so many videos before I bought this where they were driving them on the tracks, road courses, and I love to listen to that shifting.
Yeah. That's a really cool car. I just love how instant the power is. Sorry, did I scare you?
No.
I'll do that to Nicole sometimes. She'll be fixing her makeup in the car and I'll just
Have you seen the videos where these guys got 800 or 900 horsepower and they got the gals with the big boobs on it and it shoves her back in the seat and their boobs goes all over the place.
Yeah, there's a lot of those on YouTube.
Yeah.
A lot of high horsepower GTRs and Supras. That's definitely a common YouTube theme. So once I get done doing a single turbo kit on my BMW, it'll make probably about 200 horsepower more than that car.
Yeah.
But it won't be as linear. It'll be kind of like if you know what I mean. In the future, when I get more time, I gotta have you drive some of the 240s. That's a whole different experience. Thank you for letting me drive your car. I appreciate it.
Well, you think you like it?
Yeah, I do. I think it's definitely a little bit more refined than the Mustang. Like everything seems a bit more polished, you know?
Okay, here's
So is this the whole video?
yeah.
I think that's the coolest thing about this car. You could hide stuff in there if they didn't have this button that said screen. That's awesome.
And they've got a jack in there
for like recording stuff. That's
stuff.
funny. Nicole, you excited to drive the GT350 for your first time?
Yes, I am. I'm kind of scared.
That's smart. I definitely wouldn't recommend using heels. They don't get along well with Mustangs. Get comfy. I'm gonna mic you up this time since it's normally kind of hard to hear you.
Why is the clutch so easy if it has so much horsepower?
I think what it is it's like a bigger surface area, so it can hold the power without needing as much pressure. It's when you have these smaller cars that were intended with less power, putting out more power, that you need a stiff clutch because there's less surface area for the clutch to grab. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's very not satisfying at low RPMs.
What do you mean?
Like to drive it, it doesn't feel like I'm driving anything special.
Really?
Yeah. I can't believe how easy the clutch is. It's super easy to drive. Like, I feel like this car is easier to drive stick on than like
Yeah.
You sound like you don't believe me.
No, I believe you.
I'm honestly right now in shock of how.
You think it would be that hard to drive?
Yes. Your BMW is really hard. Oh, we're behind a Mustang, buddy. Oh, little does he know.
That's funny.
Oops, a little bit too much RPMs. Hey, I gotta learn.
Yeah, it revs very, very freely, so like.
Yeah, that's weird.
Just kind of tap it real quick.
Want to drift a corner? No, but the yellow lights came on. I didn't know what that meant.
I think that means you're getting close to red line.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was bad.
Very good.
You ready for this?
You're good. Send it.
Woo!
Ah, you're really red line now.
Sorry, I kind of revved it too much.
Ah, you redlined it. It's okay.
No, but it like really redlined.
Yeah. No. Like you rev limiter would be the proper term. You know, I'm happy though. It doesn't bother me at all.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
I want to do it again.
The rev limiter is there for a reason.
I just want to go again.
So I thought I would end the video off talking about some common questions, concerns, rental stuff with the GT350. Now, I want to say that I'm honestly starting to love this car a lot more than I initially thought I would. You know, it's one of those things where I'm excited to just have any excuse to drive somewhere and take it out for a spin. And that's kind of how you know when you're falling in love. Definitely a lot of people have been sharing concerns with the whole rental thing on Turo, and a lot of them are completely understandable, and it is kind of making me second guess everything, especially because of the fact that I'm starting to love the car and become attached to it. But there are a lot of things that I've kind of figured out that I can do to mitigate risk. So one of those is I purchased kind of a tracking system for the car. Now this will actually alert me if a car is being accelerated hard, braking hard, and I can see if someone's taking it to a track because that's against the rules. Now obviously because it's a performance car, you kind of have to expect that people are gonna do some pulls, people are gonna brake kind of hard. So the main purpose isn't to yell at people for doing that. It's more or less if something gets broken with Turo, the main thing is if something breaks, they will cover it, but you need to have as much proof as you possibly can. I've spoken with some representatives, some other people who have experience with Turo, and it's really important to have a lot of solid pictures of the car and things in place, so if something happens to it, it can be proven. Another really cool thing is the fact that this car comes with 2 keys, and with Ford's My Key program, I can actually program one key with certain sort of parameters to help keep the car a little bit safer. So as an example, I have it programmed so with the My Key, traction control cannot be turned off. So that's obviously to keep the renter and the car safe because it's very easy to get out of hand, and of course probably save some tire wear from burnouts on the rear tires. And I feel like that's perfectly understandable. There's a lot of other parameters you can set, like top speed and radio volume and all that stuff, but I don't really want to toy around with it because I'm not trying to make people have a bad time. I'm just trying to keep the car safe. I am just really enjoying the car though. It's the first time I've really had what feels like a complete package. I've always had these cars that were like kind of boring cars stock, and then I modify them so they're always lacking some sort of area, where this car is very well rounded. The brakes match the power, match the handling, and it's just really a fun, enjoyable car to drive. And I am very excited to tell you guys that Wednesday I am taking this to a track. Not for drifting, to grip drive around the track. I'll be making a video. It should be really fun, and that to me is gonna kind of influence my decision whether I decide to kind of chill with the rental stuff and keep it more for my own, or continue the idea that this car is more of a business tool than a personal car. So we'll see how that goes. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I had a blast hanging out with my neighbor. It seemed like he had a lot of fun driving the car too. Nicole loves it. It's just a good time. I like cars that make you smile. I hope it makes you smile, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And real quick, while we're talking about track stuff, I wanted to let you guys know that October 14th, I will actually be drifting my 240 at Sebring. So I haven't gotten a chance to take the GT350 to Sebring. There aren't any events that I'll be able to make with the GT350 at Sebring to kind of grip drive it, but I am able to get on track for the face-off, which actually is a drift competition on October 14th. So if you guys want to come out to that, that'd be cool. I know I don't normally get down to that area of Florida that often, so maybe I'll see you there. Bye.